Sorry about the aircon noise. I'll have it on just low, but it's either the aircon or I sweat my guts out, or I have the windows open and then you've got the sound of the wind rushing. I don't think you want that. I'm just trying to orient this thing. I hope the stabilization works, because this is the first time that I've hung this DJI Osmo Action off my windscreen, so it is a bit sort of shaky. I hope the stabilization works. I'm just trying to take it easy. I'm not going too fast. Yeah, so on the way to Wallaman Falls. So this is drive up. It's in the Lanarkos State Forest. Oh, that was a big bug. I don't know what that was. Sorry about the dirty windscreen. Yeah, I should have cleaned it before. I wasn't quite sure I was going to do this. So this is a bit of a hike. It's pretty, like most of the mountain roads up here. It's quite narrow and precarious, and yeah, just take your time, because oh man, I tell you what, like the Mount Fox Road, I remember going up Mount Fox, and there's a lot of, because there's people that live up there, they've got grazing leases, and yeah, I don't know what they do up there, but the locals, they just drive at 100 plus down that, up and down that road, and it's as narrow as this, and it's just hairpins, blind hairpins. It's really narrow, and you're driving up there doing 60, you know, because it's so dangerous, and they just come flying around the corner in the middle of the road doing 100. They really are, yeah, brain dead, essentially. Probably fried, baked, well and truly. So this is the road up to Wallaman Falls. I don't know how much of this I'm going to record, or actually leave in, how much I'm going to leave in, how much I'm going to edit out, because I can't remember how long it takes to get up here. We're basically I started basically at the base of the mountain. Oh, yeah, it's a mountain. I suppose you can call it a mountain. Well, we'll get some interesting views. I've tried doing this just with my phone, but my phone's got no stabilization, so yeah, forget about that. But I hope the stabilization on this works. It took me a bit of mucking around to figure out how to mount this to my windscreen, because like I've got a couple of different kits for mounting the phones, mounting action cameras, from the kit that I had for the E-Lite, took off the E-Lite, and now I've got a kit for this DJI Osmo Action, and I've got two different cages for the camera, which that's one thing about, yeah, there's two improvements that DJI should do to the Osmo Action, and that is, number one, make the screens touchscreen, specifically for swapping between the screens. Having to hold that button down on the side is a bit of a pain in the ass. No, it's not a major, but you know, so make them touchscreen. And the other thing is, put a standard 1/4 inch thread in the base of it. Okay. Well, you can't. I know they can't, because that's where the battery is. The way the battery housing works in the DJI Osmo, yeah, the bottom of the camera is the bottom of the battery. So that would be nice. That would be really nice, but I realise that's not going to happen. That's one thing that I do like about the E-Lite. I haven't used the E-Lite since I've got this one, because this one, everything's just a whole lot better. The sound's better. You know, you can still actually sort of hear me when I'm, you know, 10-15 meters away, which was just not happening with the E. And also there is I've got to get the external microphone adapter for this thing, the DJI. It's a pity you can't just plug in a microphone straight in, but no, you got to get an adapter, which is $50, which, yeah. And I paid, how much did I pay for this? I paid almost $500 for this thing. Guess what? I go on, if you go on DJI's, because DJI does sell through Amazon, and or eBay, I can't remember which way. You go to the, visit the store, DJI store, I visit the store, it's selling for $300. Yeah, not happy, Jan. So I got screwed. But the thing is that I got it from Camera House, and their customer their customer service is second to none, I have to say. They really do take care of their customers. You know, they'll take the time, and if you want to check something out, they'll just spend heaps of time with you. So Garrick's Camera House in Townsville, if you need a camera, just don't bother going anywhere else, just go straight there. They know what they're doing, they know what they're talking about, they know the product. And I've gotten and they'll order stuff in for you, no problems. Like I had a set of Bar and Stroud binoculars, and I was at a mate's place up in the Tablelands, and he had a look at them, and he said, "Oh wow, they're really good. Give me a pair." So I said, "I'll just go online and order the things, you know." And he said, "No, you go get me a pair." So yeah, I went in there, and I said, "Oh, can you still get these, the Bar and Stroud binoculars?" And he said, "Yeah." And ordered them in, and then next time I was up in Tablelands, I gave them to my mate, and yeah, I've still got. Yeah, I don't know. He's probably still got his. I've still got mine. They're fantastic binoculars. Bar and Stroud is a company, a Scottish company that used to make basically survey instruments like sextants and all of that, navigational instruments, and microscopes, and yeah, they were a bit of a pioneer sort of company. And so what is this? And so might we'll have a look at it on the way back. I'll stop and I'll get the big camera out, and we'll have a look at it on the way back. But I see. So it must have been I don't know. Wow, that's a view. I'm gonna have to get the camera out for that one for sure. On the way back. I've got, oh man, I'm gonna have some great footage here. Yeah. It's turn that aircon up. Is that aircon even working? It's quite overcast, so it's a bit dark. And I'll probably sound like I'm talking in a bucket, but yeah. I am in a car, and I don't have an external microphone happening, so we'll just have to deal with that. I hope this stabilisation cuts out all the wobbles, even though the cup that's stuck to the windscreen is really secure. There's like two different arms that I've got hanging off this thing, so I can have the camera at the right angle, at, you know, facing out the windscreen. What's this? World Heritage Area, wet tropics. Right. So it's been a few years since I was up here last, and so I can't remember how long. I'm just taking it easy. Sorry about the noise in the background. Fishing rods flying around. Yeah, this is very typical of the local wet tropical rainforest up here. Yeah, if you were just blindfolded and taken here and didn't know where, you wouldn't know. You could be anywhere in North Tropical Queensland. It's all very, very similar, like quite literally, almost identical everywhere. The foliage, you know, the flora, even the fauna would be exactly the same. So it is Christmas Day, so I'm expecting that there's not going to be like a whole lot of people up here, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing this today. Just I'm not really interested in filming crowds, but yeah, I'll be actually interested to see if pardon me. I'll be interested to see if anyone's up here. So Wallaman Falls is the longest single drop waterfall in Australia. I think it's 900 something meters. It's a long drop. Quite a few years ago we had some, well, you can only really call them idiots, base jumpers, right? Yeah. Human splat bombs. Yeah, they actually jumped off it, and it all went very wrong for one of them, and they ended up airlifting him out. Apparently he lived. I'm pretty sure it was a man. Well, a very stupid man. So I really don't have a lot of time for people who engage in essentially, yeah, suicidal sport. Yeah, I suppose some people consider base jumping a sport. I don't consider plummeting to the earth a sport, at all. I consider it testing the boundaries of whether God likes you or not. And clearly that particular base jumper, God did not like him, because he pancaked, and but he survived apparently. I don't know if he's still alive. He's probably, he probably broke every bone in his body. But I don't wish hurt or, on anyone. I don't want anyone to be hurt. Caution, cassowaries on road. Stay in vehicle, do not feed. Right. I don't wish anything bad on anyone, but you know what? If you're stupid enough to do something like that, well, and it goes very wrong. Personally, if I was the emergency services, I'd send you a bill after it, because yeah, you're a fucking idiot, basically. So yeah, that's off my chest. So anyway, I've got to get my aircon regassed. It struggles when I'm going up hills in hot climates. Yeah, I was pretty sure it needed regassing, or the compressor might be going, or I don't know. I've got to get it checked out, but that'll have to be after Christmas. So I've had to open the window, so it is going to be windy, wind noise. Sorry. Maybe I should just shut up. Yeah, so mottled sunlight, so the sun has sort of come out. Well, it's come out. Yeah, no vehicles coming the other way yet. And I can see where they've been actually been spraying the verges. It looks like they've been spraying the weeds on the sides of the road, which, yeah, man, I tell you what, the farmers up here, they love their chemicals. They really do. Just, I don't know. I don't know whether they get high off it or what. Because I was saying to one guy, I said, yeah, I've got a real bad weed problem. And he said, just kill the whole thing and start again. So, yeah, that was his solution. Just kill my whole front and back yards and just start again. Yeah. What do you say to that? Essentially, one of the probably prevailing attitudes is if I can't make a profit out of it, if it's not putting money in my bank, kill it. It's just, yeah. I don't want to tar them all with the same brush, you know. They're not all like that, but I would say that the vast majority are. They're very much like that. Very old school. I think the concept of holistic farming or chemical-free farming is just, yeah, anathema. Yeah, cane farming it's very, I mean, any intensive monocrop farming is bad. It's just that simple, it's bad. You know, there's nothing good about it. The amount of money, for all the cane growers, the amount of money that they spend on weed killer, in particular Roundup, which I don't know what they're going to do now that Roundup's, you know, been given the red light. And they're still using it. So you've got, I don't know how much money they spend on weed killer and fertiliser. Now, the only reason you need to use fertiliser is because the soil does not contain the nutrients for the plants to grow. Why doesn't the soil contain the nutrients for the plants to grow? Because of over-farming, overcropping, okay? Planting the same crop in the same spot, season after season, all right? Guess what? You're going to deplete the nutrients. So, you know, and it's just a case of, yeah, I mean, back in the day, farmers didn't have fertiliser or, you know, concentrated fertiliser that they could use season after season to replenish the nutrients. So they're not really replenishing the nutrients, they're putting in synthetic nutrients, because what they use is synthetic fertiliser. That's what they use. They use a synthetic fertiliser made from phosphate, and which is mined out of the ground, and which is refined, and that is combined with sulfuric acid, yeah, good stuff, to produce, I think it's called urea. It's yeah, it's just not good shit. And then they chuck that in the soil. So yeah, year after year after year. I'm not a huge fan of cane farming. It's not very good. But that's what happens around where I live. That's what I was sort of in the industry, producing equipment and parts for the harvesting gear, for the harvesting equipment. So I was in the industry, but I got out of that industry and got into an even worse one, the mining industry. That's even worse. So, can't be too far away from the summit or the lookout. Now, the Wallaman Falls walk, which I will do soon, is the walk from the lookout down to the base of the waterfall. So I've done it before, I know what it's about. It takes about 40 minutes normally, and it's good fun, yeah, strangely enough. And now you can't swim in the pool at the bottom, but by golly, let me tell you, to actually get to that pool, yeah, it's a precarious sort of boulder climb, because there's massive rocks and boulders down there. So to get to that pool, I didn't, yeah, I got down there, but I didn't end up going to the pool. The people who were there, they were pretty either brave or stupid. I don't know, a combination of both. So I think I'll just shut up and finish the rest of this drive until we get to the lookout. Then I'll get out the good camera and do a bit of panoramic shooting. Oh, not the good camera, the video camera. Let's put some music on. Okay. So there is a few people that were up here. Must have been a whole bunch of them in a group having a Christmas Day bash or something. There was like half a dozen cars all very close together. And there's that one. So here we are. This is the lookout. They've done it quite well, actually, I think. Just going to find a spot to park. Okay, so there it is, the waterfall in all its glory, and quite an impressive gorge, I have to say. I have no idea what calamity of nature created this, but it's just like a massive, I'll spin around there. They've got this fence that they've got here, this fence is like panning too fast. Yeah, shut up.
It's like 4 foot high, man. I feel sorry for short people who come here. But yeah, have a look at that. It's just like this wall of, I think it's sandstone, just been cut out of the side of the hill. And that's the waterfall, the longest single drop waterfall in Australia. Now, it's not really a single drop at the moment, because you can see there's a sort of a ledge there, and there's one there, but I suppose that's where the single drop starts. But there is a sort of a ledge there. But when this is in, it's extremely dry at the moment, so yeah. But when this is in full flow, man, that's just pouring off the top there. Yeah, so probably in a few days I'm going to go down there, actually do the climb. So there's all those boulders and that down there. That doesn't look all that hard to manoeuvre through, but it is. They're actually massive. It's pretty precarious getting to that pool to have a swim. Yeah, there's a few people. I don't know if you can see there's a few people just there on that rock. It looks like people. Yeah, they're probably having a picnic or something. See if I can zoom in on them. Yeah. Well, we've got to steady this. Steady it. Steady. Yeah. There they are, down there. Having a bit of fun. Yeah. So, any more people around? No, there's some. Yeah. There's some. Oh, that's their clothes, I think. Yeah, that's pretty creepy. Me filming them. Yeah, there they are. That wasn't it. That's where they are. Yeah. They got a camera as well. I'll just go wide again. Sorry about not being too steady, but like I said, this fence is too high. So this is Wallaman Falls. Quite impressive. Let's go. Let's film the top of it. Now I have actually seen people up there. Yeah, people do go up there. I don't know if you're allowed up there or not. So there's a big pool that it flows out of. But yeah, I've seen people up there. I reckon you're going to be nut again. Not impressed. It's a nice pool up there. It'll be nice and cool, straight off the mountain. Yeah, so I think I've done enough filming of this. There is a few people around, so I'm quite surprised. So I'll head off. And then we'll take some more panoramic shots, and we'll go swing around here. What can we see? So do a slow panorama from the waterfalls, from the end of the gorge. The end of the gorge, waterfall, and then the rest of the gorge, which does stretch for a fair way. So that's that. Alright, done enough of that. I'll head back. Okay, so let's look around. This is some of the valley. slowly. Whoops, sorry. Here's some of the valley. This is another one of the lookouts, part of the way down. It's really quite spectacular. I'm trying to look over there in the distance. Oh, zoom right in. There we go. Zoom out a bit. There we go. Do a lag with this camera. It's digital. But, not a bad look. And you can see right down there. You can just where is it? Yeah, you can see. I think there's my finger. Oh, you can't see it. Right in the centre of the screen there, that looks like some houses or something, farmland down in the flat area. So enough of that.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Reckon I'll fucking